That's the period discount rate, not yield to maturity itself. Not surprisingly, anything after the 10th period is zero. And my call duration is going to be simple. Take the sum product, which means I'm going to provide two ranges. In each row of those ranges, multiply the items in the row and add the products. And I got too many unnecessary zeros, but depending upon the case, they may not be. This is, if you look at the formula, the numerator of the formula, okay? And all I have to do is divide that by the bond value. That is number of periods, right? Wait a minute. Oh, stupid me. The things that I need to add up are the PVs with the number of periods, not the cash. Then divided by the bond value. The answer that you get is in terms of number of periods, not number of years. So multiply it with this with coupon frequency. That's actually number of, wait a minute, no, not multiply, sorry. Divided by coupon frequency. Now the units are number of years. We want to express them as number of years because that way I can compare bonds with different payment frequencies easily. And I can actually change the format of that. Pick custom. And I'm going to do this. Or just 2. That's 2 digits after the decimal. Or YRS. Which says just type YRS after that. Okay. That means, effectively speaking, duration of this bond is 4.18 years. If I increase the coupon rate, being everything else the same, that duration should go down, right? Why? Because I'm getting more of my money earlier. In this case, it reduced it by about 0.4 years, which is roughly 5 months. If this was a 0 coupon bond, it's going to be exactly 5 years, all right? Why? Because you get nothing, just $1,000 10 years from now, 10 periods from now. So the highest maturity, highest Macaulay duration is for zero coupon bonds. And after that, you get something less. Theoretically, by the way, there could be negative coupon bonds. Nobody ever issued a negative coupon bond, but it is possible. In this case, for 10 periods, you pay the issuer an additional $25 every 6 months. And 5 years from now, you actually get $975 instead of $1,000. Well, you could actually have a duration that is higher than the original maturity of the bond. But lower is the coupon, the higher is the effective maturity, which means the higher is the interest rate risk. There's a reason I put this possible negative coupon. Some interest rates in Europe are negative, okay? For example, let me go to German bonds. I mean, their 10-year bond is 258, but let's look at their, I mean, right now it's 0, but 1 year ago, yeah, a 3-year German government bond actually had a negative yield of 0.23%. It's like as if you give your German government 10,000 euros, and over the next 3 years, for the privilege of them holding on to your money, you pay them another 23 euros per year. Then you get your 10,000 euros back. But depending upon the government, obviously things do change. You wouldn't see that in Italian bonds, for example. A 3-year bond 1 year ago, even in Italy, it paid a positive interest. Why? This actually, there's a difference between buying bonds denominated in euro versus US dollar. There is actually default risk on an Italian bond. Who's gonna guess why Italian bonds have a default risk, but US bonds don't? Who issues euro? European Central Bank, okay, which is the central bank for the, not European Union, for the consortium of countries that are in euro. Not all European Union countries are in euro. Until they exited or Brexited, United Kingdom was not. And currently, Norway, Sweden, and Denmark are not in that either, by their choice. Iceland is not, Spain is, okay? And Italy is in euro. That means they don't have the authority to print euros so that they can go ahead and pay their loans. Neither does the German government. But since Germany is viewed as a lot more reliable, the yields on euro-denominated bonds issued by Germany are much less. Let's go to the base here. For example, 10-year German bonds yield 258, Italian bonds yield 453. I mean, that's a difference of 142, 182, 185. Okay? Yeah, 185. So you can buy the Italian bonds, short the German bonds, and make about 1.85% every single year, provided Italians don't default, right? If they do, shorting means you borrow those bonds, sell them in the market, and invest the proceeds into Italian bonds. Well, if Italian bonds don't pay you anything, you still have to buy back those German bonds and pay them, right? Obviously, you're going to lose money. But if in the short term, over the next 10 years, you don't believe that's going to happen, you can make that trade. But it could. Let's stop here for today. On Wednesday, we're going to basically calculate something related to Macaulay duration. It's called the financial duration. It is an estimate of percentage change in the value of a set of cash flows for a very small change in interest rate. And we will actually write a VBA function to calculate that. I mean, we can do it here, but with the VBA function, you'll be able to do it with things like mortgages as well and car payments. I'll see you guys Wednesday.